Safeguarding interests. How the bond protects the U.S. government in importation. Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we'll be discussing an important aspect of the importation process: how the bond protects the U.S. government's interests. The bond serves as a financial guarantee, ensuring compliance with customs regulations and safeguarding the government's revenue collection. Let's explore in more detail how the bond protects the U.S. government's interests in the importation process. The bond provides financial security to the U.S. government by guaranteeing that importers will fulfill their financial obligations. This includes payment of customs duties, taxes, fees, penalties, or fines upon importing goods into the United States. One of the primary interests of the U.S. government is the collection of revenue associated with imports. The bond ensures that importers fulfill their duty and tax liabilities, protecting the government's interests in revenue generation and safeguarding against any potential losses. The bond compels importers to comply with customs laws and regulations. By obtaining a bond, importers commit to fulfilling their regulatory obligations, including accurate reporting, proper classification of goods, adherence to licensing requirements, and compliance with import restrictions or quotas. The bond serves as an enforcement mechanism for the U.S. government. If an importer fails to meet their financial or regulatory obligations, customs authorities can make claims against the bond to recover duties, taxes, or penalties owed. This ensures compliance and holds importers accountable for their actions. The bond helps mitigate the risk of non-compliance or financial loss for the U.S. government. By providing a financial guarantee, the bond reduces the potential impact of importers' failure to meet their obligations. It provides assurance that the government's interests will be protected even in the event of an importer's default. In cases where an importer fails to comply with customs regulations or fails to fulfill their financial obligations, the bond allows the U.S. government to recover costs associated with any additional enforcement actions, audits, inspections, or penalties imposed on non-compliant importers. The bond offers protection against fraud or non-payment by importers. If an importer engages in fraudulent activities, fails to pay duties, or neglects their financial obligations, the bond provides a mechanism for customs authorities to recover these unpaid amounts, safeguarding the government's interests. The bond helps prevent illicit activities, such as smuggling or the entry of counterfeit or prohibited goods. By imposing financial obligations on importers, the bond acts as a deterrent, as importers must fulfill their obligations to maintain their bond coverage. This contributes to the government's efforts to ensure national security and protect the integrity of the trade system. The bond facilitates compliance monitoring by customs authorities. Importers who obtain a bond are subject to regulatory obligations and monitoring to ensure compliance with customs laws. The bond provides customs authorities with confidence that importers will meet their obligations and allows for effective monitoring of compliance. By ensuring compliance with customs regulations, financial responsibility, and the collection of revenue, the bond helps maintain the overall integrity of international trade. Importers who adhere to their bond obligations contribute to a fair and level playing field for all participants, promoting trade integrity and fostering trust in the global trade community. That concludes our video on how the bond protects the U.S. government's interests in the importation process. The bond serves as a financial guarantee, ensuring compliance with customs regulations, safeguarding revenue collection, and mitigating risk for the government. Stay tuned to our channel for more informative content on customs brokerage, import bonds, and international trade. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to sharing more videos with you soon.